Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back as I finish to stabilize the phone because I accidentally clicked on the play button before I was ready. But to be honest, I'm really curious to perform this reading. Just one card at a time, please. For group number 5, this is going to be a reading in the dark, so you can only see the silhouette of me. If you want to see who I am, well, there are plenty of versions of me available literally everywhere else. So, but you know, I was feeling a very strong energetic change, like collectively speaking. So, I was truly looking forward to close out this video series with group number 5. I'm guessing this is mambo number 5. I don't know why. I'm still shuffling your cards. I'm getting potent. Somebody's energy is very potent. Could be you, could be someone else. You're getting everything that you want out of a specific situation. I'm getting like you're going to get your cake and eat it. To get your cake and eat it too. That is something the spirit wants you to know. But and this person is not even going to be necessary. This person is pushing you. This person is pushing you away. This person is pushing you into another direction, and they are helping the fuck out of you. Because okay, so there's a bigger picture and there's a smaller picture, and we are going to have a look at both. So the smaller picture is what is happening between you and this person. This is like from a cosmic point of view, this is an ant fight, okay? Like, this is the type of stuff that will not have a real impact and will not have a real weight in your general life, okay? This could be just this could be for many reasons. I'm getting that for some of you, you've been through way worse and you just don't give a fuck, and you are going to eventually realize that whatever type of obstacle you are facing is nothing like what you've been through already before. And see how difficult it is to speak when you are channeling, because my brain is projecting a page in front of my eyes, but it's a messed up page, and so I need to use my vocal skills so that I can put the pieces together, but it has to happen fast because the page is moving. Anyway, I love it. For others of you, it's gradual. Like, gradually you are going to realize that this situation or this, like, okay, for some of you it's because you've been through worse. For others of you, it's a very minor situation. Like, the environment where you're in is not that important, and you are fully able to transcend that. And for others of you, it's you progressively realizing that the person that you are crying about is not worth a dime, and definitely not your tears either. I see you being very courageous, either in general, like you might be a very courageous person, you love to take risks. Okay, for some, ooh, the fuck is going on? There is something that you want to take a risk towards that you are keeping a secret. Which I get it. I do that sometimes. Like, even if it's something, I'm someone, I overshare sometimes, and I really like to pre-launch stuff, but that is because I get excited twice. Okay, this has little to do with bragging, flexing. It's more of an internal process where I try to make things to maximize my joy in general in that same period. But then I'm also aware that some people are just happy for you, some people are inspired by you, and some people are just bitter and hateful whenever you talk about what you want to achieve. And so even if my natural nature would push me to be 100% open with what's going on, because at the end of the day I truly don't give a fuck. As long as I can maintain my flow appropriate to my energy and I get to feel like myself, I'm happy, and therefore my main decisions are oriented towards maintaining and ensuring that. And so I see that you are, for some of you, there is a situation that you are keeping a secret because you want to protect that. But at the same time, because you have to keep it a secret, you now have to endure a lot, either from someone else. All of a sudden, I'm seeing a whole crowd. Okay, group number 5. Like, there is someone who is forcing you to be in this energy where you have to hide your cards a little bit in order to protect yourself. And then there is someone else, or even a whole group of someone else's, who are judging you heavily, who are putting you through harsh judgment because they don't have access to that secret. And so you are charging with negative energy coming from all sides. And I see it repeated here in your, well, officially this is the 3rd card, but I am doing a 5 cards reading plus clarifier. So this is your 4th. Well, actually, no, because I pulled 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's your 4th. Anywho, it's funny that I pay attention to this detail though, because what I'm getting as a message is that you feel stuck, like you feel trapped in a situation where you have enemies all around you. And I see you finding a little hole, a little glitch in the matrix, a loophole. You're finding a loophole. There's like a teeny tiny ray of light that you could use in order to maintain your need for healthy self-expression. And when I mean healthy self-expression, I just mean honest. Healthy for you, not healthy for the receiver. Okay, this is you being raw and authentic and honest about how you feel about certain stuff, about how certain situations make you react and think and all that jazz, but without filtering yourself. It's vital. There's a vital need for you to find an outlet where you can be unfiltered. It can even be like that one friend that you can always pick up the phone and call, and you just tell them the gossip exactly how it is. And that is how you can hope to jump over the ruins. But there is definitely a dimension of destruction that has to kind of happen. You have to walk into the frozen zone. Let me explain. And this is something that I have learned by accident. Ooh, okay. And this is going to bring us to the most interesting point. Well, I was going through spiritual warfare, and this is something that I have been reporting about on my channel because well, it's quite the experience, and there is definitely a lot of knowledge that is important in there, but I want to focus on a very specific side of it, and it's that it cannot be avoided. Like, the attacks could not be fully avoided. So sometimes I would purposefully put myself into situations that would put out into the universe the exact same type of energetic release that I would put out by fully falling victim of the situation, meaning throwing the towel, declaring defeat. I will not even try tomorrow, okay? Or I'll die, one or the other. But since I was doing it consciously and with a foot out of the door of the torturer's dark room, so to say, I was actually walking out of that unscratched, unharmed. Yes, I was going to feel a little bit of discomfort. I was going to feel a little bit weirded out. I was going to feel a little bit fucked up, because who likes to have stress in their life? Nobody. Exactly. But I was also focusing on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture here is that this distraction that is happening in your life is happening for a reason. You are letting down just the right people in order for your energy to have a clear view on your target. Like, the clouds are now dissipating. All of a sudden, you are going to come to a point where you are going to be activated from the inside out, like boom. And then you turn and you know exactly where to look. And you know exactly what to do. None of these energies are actually there for you. This is nothing that you truly need. So I see someone rejecting you harshly, and they're pushing you away from their life, but you don't even need to be a part of their life. And this is something also that you're going to understand progressively. Being a part of their life would make you feel disgusted by the situation, by yourself. And you need to understand that this is heavy. I'm getting that whatever it is that is happening, it's heavy. But this is also, these entities, these spirits, these energies, these demons even, are playing a key role. So they are doing God's work indirectly, not by telling you the truth, because you need to understand that their rejection, their refute. The fuck was that? Okay. Sorry. I just had a little paranormal activity and I was deep into the reading. So I'm just going to show you your second clarifier. It's now or never. There's a time for everything. Not everything can happen just at any time. You cannot, like, thinking that you'll always have time to make sure that a situation flourish. It's an illusion. And this is the type of illusion that is being shattered here, whether you are seeing this or not. Oh, my dog is eating. Wait. Okay, sorry. He was in a little bit of a funk today, so I put him a more, like, funnier ingredients for him so that he would be more motivated to eat. And it's working, so I'm happy. Anyway, whether you want to see it or not, there is a time for you where you can actually work on certain stuff. After the time has passed, you will definitely be able to work on stuff, just not that specific stuff. Once certain trains are gone, they're gone forever. And this is why you just cannot focus on whatever it is that this person or these people are doing. You have to focus on something else. Their rejection is the biggest blessing that you could possibly receive, because you cannot get distracted at this point in time. There is a lot that you are not realizing that is way more vulnerable than what you think, and you need to put yourself or your projects or your endeavors or your business or your creative idea, there is something that you need to bring home yesterday. Okay, like, you need to be selfish as fuck. You need to be selfish as fuck in the sense where you don't even waste time. You are meant to come to a point where you are going to outsmart this funk. You are going to outsmart these tears, this downtime, in the sense where you are going to realize, okay, look, I'm not even being requested to pour into these friendships, to pour into this family union, to pour into this relationship, to pour into this partnership. They're not even asking for my energy. So that's my cue. I need to shoot all my shots in the direction of what I truly want. Watch out for haters, cons, professionals, stupid people. You need to learn how to not engage. You need to come to a point where you don't engage. You're going to know, okay? You're going to know once the healing is done, to not get stuck into I'm going to do the emotional work for everybody type of attitude, okay? Check your messages. Have a deeper awareness of your communication modalities, what you share, when, with whom, and why. What is the purpose of your words? Are you healing, or are you trying to trigger a reaction? Because once you fall into that, okay, you piss me off, I'm going to piss you off in return, and I expect you to cry, like, because you've done wrong. And okay, if you need to be present because you are being questioned and it's time for you to stand up for yourself, you do that. Just don't rush after whoever is trying to Wait, I just received a message, and it's usually a synchronicity when, like, in general, but when it happens during the reading, I like to give it a look as well. Yeah, like, stupidity can be contagious if you let it, okay? So Mas se mueve y tambalea. It's like the song from Rosalia where she talks about a bridge that she's trying to cross, and the more she struggles on the bridge, or like the harder she tries to cross the bridge, the more the bridge moves. And this is the thing, you're not supposed to try that hard. You're supposed to just go on a straight line. And it feels off because in order for you to go on a straight line, you need to zigzag between idiots, basically, who are going to willingly take from you and like do that in your face if you let them. Okay, so if stupid people wants to feel powerful as fuck because for 5 minutes you're not shouting into their direction, like I told you 20 times that you're as dumb as a dirty sock, and then you avoid to do that for the 21st time, and they assume that it's because actually secretly you understood that they are also superior, let them. Okay, those 5 minutes are going to last just those 5 minutes. Life is going to come through for you, and God is going to show up through you in some shape or form. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's like you don't even need to put that much effort into letting stupid people know that they are stupid. Sometimes they truly don't, until they do. So, group number 5. I liked your reading. It was quick, but I feel like a straight to the point type of energy to you. I was doing other readings with the same title, and I have channeled different energies all along this short journey. And yeah, to be honest, you feel quite alive. You might have just either forgotten that or try to bring your aliveness. I cannot believe this. Your aliveness to the wrong audience. Sometimes people just can't. Like if you know how to play to the opera and you go to perform into a farm where it's just full of pigs, they might enjoy that, but what the fuck can they even tell you about it, you know? If you are smart enough to charge your music with healing frequencies, it might still have a purpose, but at the end of the day, you will still be probably appreciated more into environments where that specific skill that you have is actually in high demand, and it's not just you know, rocking the status quo. Okay, like it feels good to be a renegade, but at some point you also need to love yourself and find a place that actually resonates with you, and you are with people who are actually happy to be around you, just as you can be happy to be around them. You know, perhaps you were compromising, and this is what I was seeing in the center, you know, that you are going to realize that this feeling of rejection was never worthy, because if you were to take the time and dig deeper, dive deeper into the situation, you would realize that there's no happiness for you either. Like these people, these situations were not happy to have you around because they're not your frequency. That's not your vibe. That's not your soul tribe. That's not your soul family. And there's a reason why water doesn't mix with oil. Okay, it's not because water doesn't like oil. I mean, they might have fights. I don't know. I've never truly discussed with liquids. I mean, in a shape or form I do, because I do water divination sometimes. But that's another discourse. It works differently. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just that what doesn't work sometimes just doesn't work. And it has no point to try and argue yourself. Like, yes, okay, be proud of not fitting into what doesn't suit to you. But if all your time is spent rejoicing of not fitting into what you don't like, how can you possibly focus on perfectly fitting into what you like? See the point? Just save your energies, basically. Like, you're right, you're on the right path. Just be smart with your energetic resources, spiritual resources, emotional resources, could even be financial resources. Okay, only pour into what directly serves you and watch the magic happens. Ciao.